Hello there, my friends. Welcome to the show right here on Legacy Gaming Studio. Oh, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time for a little bit. Let's do the big deal first. First off, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for 10,742 subscribers. Deeply appreciate each and every one of you as I continue to change what format I'm doing, what content we're creating. Today, we're doing my favorite thing that I am ADD'd my way into right now. Remember, I jump between a bunch of different games. Right now, we're doing Flight Simulator. We love Flight Simulator. All right, let's talk a little bit really quickly here. This is the one. Big thanks to my legacy historians. What is going on with my video? Weird. I will look at that in a minute. Presco 1137, Sean Hammond, Tony Allen, my Vanguard historian, Charles Sutherland, and my early access historians, drawing illustrations, and art, and John Evans. Deeply appreciate each and every one of you guys. You seeing that flickering? That's weird. I might need to do some changes. By the way, I have 8 different YouTube channels, each one covering a different part of my ADHD lifestyle. You can check it out. I am about to sneeze. That's what's going on. And finally, I'm not a licensed therapist, just a previous youth pastor. So if I give you any advice, yeah, there's definitely something weird going on. Look at that. Dang, there's something very weird going on with my system. So, do I reset the camera or unplug and plug in device again? I'm not sure. We'll figure that out in half a second. I'm going to have to hop up and mess with it for a second. So let's go ahead, and since I'm in this mode, let's go ahead and do that. Even though it is kind of cool. I mean, look at that. Ha! That's not what I want at all. Let's go ahead and kill our graphics. There we go. Let me try to turn off the camera and turn it back on first and see if that fixes our transmission issue. Thank you for your patience as we get started here. Don't forget to hop in the chat, hit that like button. You know what to do. Are we fixed? Oh, yeah, so fixed. Yay! Lovely! Let's get into our game, shall we? Here we go. Microsoft Flight Simulator with all of its beauty. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. As you can tell, I also have a top-down camera set up, which shows my lovely belly. Get in my belly. Not really. So, that way you guys can see the new Velocity one. Please do not buy one. They're great, but they're not. The majority of my flying vertically is done with my trim tab because someone released this thing with flaws in it, and that's why if you go to their website, there's nothing on their website to work on this system. They've literally removed it from their stuff because there's limitations on it. But it's my first time. I really love having something like this. And yeah, it's fun to come in for a landing, but you literally can't you can't lean on it. You can't do anything here. You have to hold it, find where the shaft is there, and then you can pull it back comfortably and it moves smoothly. If you push down on it as you pull it back, it messes up. And it's also very wiggly. Look at that. That's really sad. Anyway, still, for the price we paid, oh, it's so much fun. Okay, so I got to give you a little quick little story. I flew last night. Absolutely hate how my bald spot's showing here. I'm just kidding. Absolutely hated the plane I had. Every time I flew it, I crashed it, had to rebuild it, which meant doing other missions, other sorties, getting money, rebuilding it. I did it twice. Every time I landed, it just jackknifed off the runway. So I sold it, and I bought this little beauty. And boy, she flies good. I just got a bunch of money in, so I fully repaired her. She's not new. She's good. And she's ready for another flight. So let's go find another flight, and you'll see what she can do. Her engine sounds a little, but I really can't complain. All right, 16,700. 12,000. 18,000 for a 20-minute flight. I like this idea. At 1:47 p.m. Perfect. It's only going to cost us $500 to get there, or 500 credits in this case. The non-sponsored drink of choice today is 7-Up Tropical that my wife picked up. It's quite good. Quite good for mixing in things as well. Okay. Oh, it's going to be a good flight. Now that I have a plane that treats me with respect, I don't get no respect at all. No respect at all. Name that comedian. All right. We're going to do a transfer for the JMB aircraft VL3. That is in good condition. No, I won't be doing the pre-scan. I do like starting her, though. Maybe we can jump... it'll probably want me to do a full flight check before I can scan it. Yeah, maybe we'll do a pre-scan. I don't wanna, but... maybe we should. Because she's kind of fun to start. I mean, she's not fun to start, but she's easy to start, and I like that. All right. So, Ginny. I should become a real pilot. It's expensive. It's expensive, but I do appreciate that. I would love to become a real pilot. It's very expensive, and God has not allowed me the lifestyle of being able to spend that kind of money. All right. Very thankful I'm able to do this, you know? When you can't get in the sky, at least you can do something similar, right? Got to be grateful for what we're given. I've been given a very good life, a very fun life. I get to experience some cool things. I got nothing to complain about. I got plenty to complain about, but complaining doesn't fix anything, does it? Nope. All right, one thing I think is really cool about this plane is it has flaps, but it's like they're tucked underneath the wing because you don't see them here on the wing because they're underneath, I think. But I appreciate that there are flaps on this plane. I wasn't sure there would be. All right, going around, giving this a good old check through. That way we can enjoy starting the plane ourselves. All right. Check those struts. And I don't know if I can check my tires. Okay, and then need to check the oil. There we go. So everything's in good condition. It's not an amazing condition. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to get us by. Interesting that it's not letting me check the oil on this bird. Okay. Well, let's hop into our little aircraft. I love the seats. I love the seats in this aircraft. Okay, let's get people on board.
Ready, Lisa. You can initiate board.
Excuse me.
Okay, on their way.
I was about to say, do we have a kid? That's not a kid. It's like, I want to give a kid a check, right? That'd be cool. All right, so we do the start ourselves. Avionics and master are turned on. Fuel pump, landing lights. Don't need the landing light strobe light, and don't need the backup battery either. Okay, this is such a beautifully simple plane. And it comes with retractable landing gear, too. That's another good thing. So all we got to do now is put a little bit of throttle in. So you see on my quadrant down here, my throttle quadrant. I can do it this way or this way, but I prefer this one. We'll just give it a little bit of throttle. Let's also see, I don't think that there's a mix, a prop mix, and we might have a mixture, but that might be an auto mix. I'm not sure in this case. Let's see if she starts. I don't see anything for mixture. So let's run her up and see what happens. Here we go.
This may be just
Beautiful.
another day at the office for you, Captain, but for everyone here, it's a special occasion. Your guest today is Amy. You'll
All right.
see she's cool and interested. She lives around and has been dreaming of exploring the region for a
Whoa,
while.
what happened with my brakes? There we go.
Seatbelts are fastened. You're ready for takeoff.
All right, ready for takeoff. So let's go ahead and take our brakes off again here. Throttle up. We're going to announce heading to the taxiway, wherever that is on this stupid...
2 Alpha Zulu 7 traffic. November 57837 is taxiing to runway 26. 2 Alpha
What
Zulu
runway?
7.
All right, let's go ahead and stop here.
Region, you know. Sorry. I tend to talk a lot when I'm nervous or when I get emotional. I'm
2
Amy, by the
Alpha
way.
Zulu 7
You sound so emotional.
November 57837. Taking off runway 26.
What
West departure,
runway?
2 Alpha Zulu 7.
I don't see anything that looks like a runway. So we're supposed... Oh, gosh, are we going? So runway 26 technically would be that way. There is no runway there at all, so I have no idea which way they want me to take off. We do have our systems turned on, so I should be able to see where our beacon is. I feel like there might be something that looks like a runway over here, so we're going to check over here really quick before I take off. So it's assuming I'm on the runway right now. What runway? Oh, man, I'm going to get this so wrong because this is the problem with Flight Simulator. Okay. I see some kind of thing over here. So, oh, how on earth is that possible? There is no way we're taking off here. Not into the mountain. That's ridiculous. I do like this, though. This is a landing pad right here. So they expect me to take off right here? Let me turn around here and see what's the other way. That might be a bit more feasible. Okay, flaps at 10 degrees. We're going to try this. This is dangerous. This is not the way to do this, but thankfully this plane lifts off fairly quickly.
It's so satisfying feeling the plane lift off.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Let's get leveled out. Let's get the prop pulled back a little bit, and let's get our gears up. Okay. All right. Gears are retracted. We're bringing down our RPM. Okay, apparently we do have a prop, so we're good there. I thought I retracted the landing gear.
I didn't expect it to be so overwhelming.
I know, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and turn around here. There we go. Now we can fly to Maricopa County. Like I said, this plane is great, but her engine just sounds like really sputtery. She's a great little plane, though. Super, super feasible. I have no idea how we're going to land. Where's that landing area? Right there, I assume. Yeah, that would have been impossible to take off from. Like,
Look at that! The sky is out of this world!
okay, so there is definitely a scratch pad there that we might need to land back on when we come back down. So I'm okay with that. Where's the actual pad? I have no idea how that is an airport earmarked for this. Whatever. Whatever. All right, trimming down. I have two trims that I can choose from when I fly. One is up here on my yoke. The other one is down here on my throttle quadrant. I like using the throttle quadrant. I can make little changes here. Look at how high up we are.
How do you feel being here?
So we're going to go down here.
Thanks for checking in. Having a great time, and it's surely thanks to my pilot.
I'm glad the flight's everything you hoped for. I'll give you some space to enjoy it.
What lovely AI voices that make the experience so much more realistic. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of roll, so I'm going to just put in a little right roll into my system here. So hopefully that corrects for it slightly.
You don't really feel dizzy here. Lisa told me that before we get on board, and I was a bit skeptical, but it's true.
All right. I think I want to tilt my camera up just a tiny bit higher up here. I mean, you can see the whole throttle quadrant, but you get all this other unnecessary stuff. Alrighty. Flying good. Our RPMs are good. Our manifold pressure is good. Put a little bit more on the RPMs. Why not?
Looks like in a dream up here. I feel like a kid again.
I feel like a kid again. All right. I keep the gates up just because it keeps life simple for these little mini flights. I can turn them off. I got a button programmed right here where if I wanted to, I could turn them off. But I like getting the extra points. If you fly within their VOR system, then you get the lovely extra points for flying on their settings. Now, the problem I have is if you look at the GPS here,
Flying over it right now hits me in a special way.
you're not flying anywhere along the VOR that's given you through the GPS or through the EFB. So it's a catch-22. Do you want to fly realistically without the gates, which I usually prefer? Or do you want to fly and get the extra points by going through their gates? And I choose to go through their gates because we need the money. So like I said, my other plane, I had a Cub Crafters.
Hi, but it feels almost normal.
Boy, she's talking a lot. Which I can't blame someone, except it's an AI voice, so I blame it entirely. So my Cub Crafters, every time I would land, it would just tail whip and throw me off, and I would crash. And then I would spend $30,000, $50,000 repairing it after doing 2 or 3 flights, and then it would crash again, and I just couldn't save it. As soon as, and like, I would have terrible landings, and I couldn't understand why. I didn't know what was going on. The plane claimed to be in good condition, but it just chose to roll off and mess up, like, every time I landed. I bought this plane last night after selling that one with the insurance, and very thankful that the very first flight buttered it in, like, perfect landing, and I'm like, okay, it was the plane, it wasn't me. Praise God. So now we can fly in a little bit more comfort. It's a tiny plane, but at the same time, it does a great job. At least in the 2 flights I've done so far. 2 flights? Well, 1 flight. This might be the second flight. I feel like I did more than 1, but it was late. It's like 2 a.m., so.
People are looking up at us. Hey, hello everyone.
Hey, hello everyone. Pleasure to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By the way, welcome to you too as well. I am your big brother here on YouTube. I've been here for way too long. I've done this for a long time. Candy, thank you. Ned's Gummy Clusters. I require sponsorship for this ASMR chew.
See places I love.
So good. Let's dip this nose down. I'll tip this up for you. There you go. That way they don't get my chewing.
Of Maricopa County over there. Nice.
Snot. All right. Coming up on Maricopa County. On this edition of Cops. Pull back to 82 nautical miles. Set height of 2,100. Once again, not doing anything here. This works really great for left and right, and then we're just going to compensate with our trim. Here we go, 80 nautical miles. So now we get some lovely music as we enter the pattern and fly around Maricopa County. Please enjoy the lovely music as we enjoy this lovely experience flying in Flight Simulator 2024 with AI voices. A little bit more throttle won't hurt. We're doing 68, which is fine.
Here, I recognize almost everything below.
You live here, don't you? I hope you recognize things. If not, then maybe we should get you to a hospital. Cool tree colors going on here. That is one of the cool things about the new update going from 2020 to 2024 is they actually have like seasonal trees. They have trees in their proper areas around the United States, which I think is really cool. It does make a difference because I live in Montana, and so being able to fly around Montana and see the natural growth of Montana. It just makes it so much more realistic. It's definitely my preference. Okay, let's get the nose down. I don't want to lose that 2,100 feet. Once again, just very basic controls. It does, I think it auto rudders. I have rudders here on the front of the yoke, but I only just got this unit 3 days ago.
World's at our feet.
You can buy it new for about $400. I would highly advise not doing that. I've heard good things about the honeycomb. So if I was to make a suggestion, probably go that route, because apparently that one's better. There's a lot more options out there than there used to be. So worth checking those out. This is wonderful, but yes, the vertical stabilizer pulling, pushing, not vertical stabilizer, but like I'm tilting forward here. This is good. I'm pulling back. This is good. But as soon as you put any weight on this, then we start to have issues. And one thing that you do when you're flying is you usually, in real life, you'll have one hand on your yoke, one hand on your throttle. And as you use this and try to fly, flying that same way, this whole thing, see how it's doing this? See how it's wiggling? And it wiggles like this as well. So it's very uncomfortable to feel those plastics, like, because what you got to do is you got to fly like this, with your hand on the throttle and on the mix and things like that, while you're controlling. But it's you feel every bit of the plastic as you do it. So I will highly advise against this unit, unless you get it for the price I got it at.
2 Alpha Zulu 7 traffic. November 57837, 7 miles southwest, 2600 inbound to land. Runway 26, 2 Alpha Zulu 7.
And truth be told, this is still way better than my
I hear people talking to you on the radio. I didn't expect so many locals to be involved in this kind of activity. It's a real hub of activity.
That's a new one. This is still way better than my Thrustmaster, which is just a joystick and a throttle quadrant. And it's not even as cool a throttle quadrant as this is. This thing here is really cool. It's a little light on the touch if you use these throttles up here. This area here and this trim, on par. I really like it. All right, well, we're going to be coming into downwind entry here shortly, so I'm going to start to cut our throttle back so we can get ready to start using our, because boy, we got a weird landing coming up. I'm not even sure how we're going to land this thing. I need my EFB, so let's pull that up. That way I can pull that off screen and get a little bit of a hint on what the pattern is to come in. I mean, yes, we'll have the gates as well, but I do like to see it on my EFB just to make sure I know what's coming. And hopefully we can land, but this is going to be a sketchy landing, considering that...
Oh, over there! Even the light seems different from here.
And it's actually really cool. Look at that storm over those hills. That's neat. All right, downwind entry, we have begun. So let's go ahead and begin our turn into downwind and towards base. So I'm just going to do a small turn this way.
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Amy?
Extending gears.
Next flight?
Whenever you want to do it again, I'm ready.
It's only 18,000 bucks. Okay. Look at this stupid approach over the mountain like that. What a terrible way to land. All right, let's get our throttle down. That way we can extend our flaps. We're definitely going to need them to get out of the sky at the right time here. This is my second landing with this airplane. Definitely not in as precarious a situation as we have right here on my first flight. So I'm dreading this a little bit. I'm going to try extending the flaps here because we're doing 85 knots. And I want to see if they'll ding me for going too fast. Doesn't look like it, so I'm happy about that. Let me check a note on this thing here. Oh, I can barely read that. Max speed with flaps down. Does that say 65? Yeah, it does. And stall speed is 29. Max with gear down is 81. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to get to know this plane very well. Because I have a feeling this one's going to be my main bird for a while. I can see me buying a second one at a certain point, but this one's treating me pretty good. All right, more throttle coming back. All right, more throttle coming back. Stall is at 30. What a crazy plane. All right, here we go to final. Let's see what we're actually dealing with here. Yep, we're just going to get right on that scratch pad. That's what's happening. We really can't mess this landing up. Because damaging this plane is going to be heartbreaking. So I'm going to double down on my flaps. Okay. There's our scratch pad. Announce final. Get above my nose so I can see what I'm doing. Still announcing. There we go.
7 traffic. November 57837 is on final. Runway 26 to land. 2 Alpha Zulu 7.
I see what they assume is the runway, but it's terrible. So I'm still going to try for the scratch pad. More throttle back. More throttle back. Our gears are definitely down. Okay. We're going full flaps. I've never tried landing with this much on the flaps. Alright, we're coming out of the sky pretty quick now. This is good. Alright, hands on. Here we go. And there we go. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Wheels are definitely not off the runway.
At least we're on solid ground now.
There we go. Alright. Hold short is supposedly over here. There we go. Your PC setup, what are you running? I am running Ryzen 9 5950, I believe, and 4070 Ti Super for the GPU. I think we're doing maybe 24 gigs of RAM. I forget. In a very, very old, beat-up case. She's a sleeper. I don't care about it looking pretty. I just care that it works well, and it seems to do that. All right.
Zulu 7 traffic.
Parking stand.
7837 is taxiing to parking. 2 Alpha Zulu 7.
Okay, a little bit of throttle. And... oh, so bumpy on my poor little plane. Alright, let's get these flaps up. There we go. That way they don't scratch on any bushes. Alright, thank you for flying with Legacy Airlines. Lovely to have you today. I hope you've enjoyed your flight, landing on an airport that's non-existent.
A fresh take on her
So good.
Fantastic for our word-of-mouth marketing.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah, spread the word. Spread the word, people. Spread the word. Spread the good word. I'll take you to heaven and bring you back in one piece. All right. And to turn off this plane, even though I cranked everything off, we'll just turn off the master, the avionics, and then turn this to the off position, and off she goes. She's a lovely little thing. And we landed just fine. Super happy with that. That was a really good flight. I just realized there's a random spoon sitting here on my table. We'll leave that there for good measure. How did we do? Sightseeing quality 87, flight smoothness 100, landing smoothness 0. I disagree because you did not give me a runway. Runway excursion on landing and radio communications still put us in a B, even though it's a lie. It was a perfect S flight in the worst of situations. So 17,760. We're happy about that. And I lost my B. I was above a B rating, but we've had so many wrecks in my other bird that I've sold. Thank goodness. Savvy back in airways again. There we go. Pretty lovely. Now I have access to difficulty level 5. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Okay. Let's see what our next option is here as we go to... I thought I saw a flight at Tempe. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're doing this at 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning. So it looks like there's a flight over here. Double. 14,000. 12,000. All right. So what are we sitting on? We're sitting on 60,000 right now. So technically I could work on my next instrument rating, which I actually would like to do. So let's go back to the HQ. I love this plane, but I would love to get certified. Should use live ATC. Can you use live ATC in career mode? So I really want to get my turboprop, and I also want to get my jet. So airline transport for multi-engine and instrument rating. I'm going to go for my turboprop because then that would give us my beautiful... Well, do I have a TBM? Yeah, TBM 930. I love that bird. So, yeah, we're going to go for our exam on the beautiful bird that is the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. Let's get this. Let's get this rating, my friends. It's going to be so good, so good. Thanks for hanging out with me. Deeply appreciate having you guys here. All right. Hope everyone's having a good day. How's your life doing? How you feeling? Don't forget I'm your big brother here on YouTube and Real Men Do Talk. So don't be afraid to share how you doing. Life has been crazy. Life has been crazy. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on around the world right now, and we will always have a lot of crazy stuff going on around the world. That does not change. When you feel that this is just the worst the world has ever been, well, that's what everyone in all of history has ever felt. You're just one of the many feeling the exact same thing. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And the reason why I say that, and the reason I talk to you guys as if you have stuff going wrong in your life, because you do. Because we all do. Okay? It's not just you. It's not just... You're not the only person in this world dealing with these struggles. Okay? You got this. I believe in you. Gordon, right here. Ran out of money to get a pilot's license. Have 25 hours. Really expensive now. See, there you go. Exactly. That's the point right there. You have a goal. You're shooting for the goal. Things don't go according to plan. I get it. It's mega expensive. Not only is it mega expensive, but then you're also dealing with the fact that, okay, you're going to go with an airline. Are you going to have to go for your rating even higher so that you can do it for a business? What's the game plan? Because owning an airplane is even more expensive than getting your license to even fly. Flying for even an hour costs a fortune. So unless you got a lot of money coming in that you weren't expecting, Captain. All right, we're glitching out pretty solidly right now, so it looks like our streaming's going a little ballistic, so bear with me here. We got a whole bunch of stuff glitching out on the computer, so we might be having a bit of a graphic issue. All right, we're going to skip past all of this, and we're just going to get right to flying, even though I totally want to start this bird from scratch. But to save you guys the time and trial of having to wait for me to figure out how to start it, which I find quite fun, but you guys might not, we'll hop right into the flight, and hopefully our GPU will pick back up. Welcome to Switzerland.
With some gorgeous weather today. You will be showing me how you perform a standard traffic pattern with a short landing.
Oh, we're
using
glitching
reverse
so
thrust.
bad right now.
You should also be careful to not over-torque the engine. This happens when the torque indicator is not in the green anymore.
Right there.
In this situation, you should reduce the throttle or increase the propeller speed. Never over-torque for more than a few seconds at a time. You can start whenever you are ready.
All right, we're really struggling with our graphics here at the moment. This happens randomly. Incredibly randomly. There is not a good reason why we'll just have this drop out the way it is. Like right now, the whole computer's bogging. Like I'm looking at my stream and I'm getting like single frames. So you guys might be seeing that too. So bear with me a second. There really isn't anything we can do. It seems to fix itself after a certain point. I have the bare minimum running on this computer right now, so let's just let it catch up with us for a minute. And hopefully we'll be able to take off here in a second. I might also, just to play it safe, just because we're glitching out this bad. I mean, I run these settings pretty high on this thing. Yes, we are hardwired into a modem. We are at our max, 100%. So let's see what we got going on here. Dynamic settings. Okay, global rendering quality. See, right now I'm running everything on Ultra. Because that's what my computer can usually handle, but we are pushing it here. So let's drop this back. Is it better already? Look at that. Is that... All right, we're just going to try and set it on... Let's play it safe. I'm just going to drop it back a little bit more. There we go. High end. Okay, we'll go high end. This is the first time I've tried to do this to see if we can get back some of our frames. We'll see what we get. Okay. Let's get rid of this off my window. Don't need that. All right. All right, well, we seem to be a little better here, so let's roll with what we got. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and request taxi.
St. Gallen Ground, Cessna November 57837 with Quebec. Request taxi for takeoff. Close traffic.
Okay, full mix. Full prop. Okay. And rudder's good to go. Acknowledge clearance.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 10 using
My
taxiway
brake
Alpha.
is not disengaging, so I need to check out what's going on with that. So we'll disengage with our keyboard. Throttle up. And away we go. All right. Golly, she's fast. Boy, is she fast. Like, no throttle. So let me pull back on my prop here a little. Holy smokes, she is fast. Super fast. Fun. Yes, it's a turbo prop. I know she's
St.
fast,
Gallen
but...
Tower. Cessna November 57837 ready at runway 10. Close traffic.
Cessna November 57837. QNH 101 tree, right, closed, traffic approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10.
Okay. Acknowledge clearance.
Cleared for takeoff runway 10.
10.
Cessna 837.
All right, so let me check here, make sure. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and turn. All right, prop at max. We got flaps down. And let me get my trim tab going here so I can quickly... Wow, down, wow, 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 wow. What? What? I mean, that was nothing. What was that?
Do not overtorque the engine for too long. Reduce throttle to stay within normal operating limits. Do not overtorque the engine for too long.
Well, I didn't.
Reduce throttle and increase propeller
I just-
speed to avoid overtorque.
I pulled... Well, okay, so I pulled back on my propeller, so... All right, there we go. The one thing I had to get right. They're going to fire me. Alrighty. Oh, I love my TBMs. And they got a black livery for this TBM that is so beautiful. All right. We're flying beautifully, my friends. Welcome to Legacy Airlines. As we fly in the beautiful... Oh, no, wait. This isn't a TBM. It's Grand Caravan 208B. I'm sorry.
Remember that you
I have my dreams.
short field landing, as instructed in the aircraft's handbook.
Piece of cake.
The most important part being the use of the reverse thrust, of course.
Oh. Okay, well then I might go to my throttle instead up here, because then I have a detent that goes back behind it, which I have not tried yet. So this will be blind flying. I hope it's programmed. I don't know if it is. So while we're doing this, as we obviously should be doing during a check ride, I'm going to make sure the throttle is reasonable. Okay. What's this one? Nothing. So let's pull that all the way down. Check my trim. What's this one? That one, I honestly don't know what that is. And how about this one? Nothing. So, I hope this works. And these are in full detent right now, so let's put those at standard. There we go.
Cessna 837. Wind calm. Clear to land runway 10.
Cleared to land, runway 10. Throttle back here a little bit. As we come into base, look at that, 136 knots. That's beautiful. $135. Let's pull our nose up so we can get our speed down.
Cessna 837. Did you copy?
Yes, I copied, sorry.
Clear to land runway 10.
I'm focused.
Cessna 837.
All right. Still trying to get my speed down. As we drop. All right, says we're going way too fast, which I would firmly agree. I'm dead sticking. So, unfortunately, I'm going to fail this check ride. There is not going to be any way to slow down. Wow, we are coming in so fast, and I am... Oh, maybe that would have been...
500.
Yeah, no, we're coming in way too fast to do this right. Ah, what a shame. We're going to have to redo the flight. Yeah, there is just no earthly way that I'm going to make this work. I'm just going to go ahead and pop all my flaps down. If I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail big. It gives me a chance to test my, to see if this throttle quadrant is even going to work. Here we go, and... yeah, it kind of worked. Let me get on the brakes. Woo, we're rocking. All right, I think the detent worked.
Exit runway when able.
We'll still fail this, but looks like the detent worked. Nice. Well, that worked out better than I expected. All right. I am stunned they didn't check me for popping flaps at 112 knots.
Exit runway when able. Cessna 837. Contact ground on 121.805.
121.
121.805. Cessna 837.
Okay. I didn't mean to. My hand is literally on the brake. This plane is taking itself, even with all my throttles all the way down. I'm basically letting this plane drag itself. Yeah, we're definitely failing this check ride. Sarah's with my detent, and that's definitely working. Is it, though? I'm still rolling forward even with detent in. That's interesting. Yeah, look at that. I'm still rolling. Let's pull back on this prop. What if I go full forward on the prop? Yeah, let me look at that. Look at that. I am going over speed. Crazy. Insane. Pull my prop all the way out. Pull my mixture back. There we go. There we go, my mixture. That looks like the saving grace in this situation. All right. Oh, good heavens. All right, mixture was my problem. Oh, man, now I'm not going to go flying away. I'll fly away. Now, let me check this again. Detent. Yep, definitely got detent there. So that worked. Lovely. Good to know. I'm happy about that. A little bit more mixture. Okay. That was the answer. Will they pass me on this check ride? I don't think they will. I think I failed. But having no experience with all of this in a turboprop, I feel like I should, you know, get a slap on the back. A little mini flick on the wrist for misbehaving ever so slightly. I think it's fair. It'll be good to have the 208 under my belt, though. Yay! I'm gonna pass. If I have to do this again, I'll pass it with flying colors. I will. I promise. I will. He says as he slowly turns his head back towards the front. Okay. All right. Okay, dokie. Well, that was a lovely flight. Thank you so much for flying Legacy Airlines as we get our check ride on the 208B from Cessna. A lovely vehicle with a belly so big it can carry all your favorites. I like the yoke. I like the yoke. How do I put this? I don't understand why they're taking me this way, but whatever. I like the yoke idea. I've wanted a flight yoke for forever. This one popped up on Facebook Marketplace for a steal over price. This sells for $400. Since I didn't know its history and had seen it had been on there on Facebook for a very long time, went and asked the guy if he'd give it to me for $100, and we ended up settling up on $125. So it's a crazy price for what this is. That's a wonderful price for what this is. Oops, I just shut my engine down. My bad. Can we just stop here? All right, hang on here. Boot. Is it that one? Nope. I mean, I don't mind restarting it. I gotta. Boy, if that doesn't get me a fail on the check ride, I don't know what will. But in saying that, the problem I have. Where's the start engine on this beast? Where is it? Hang on. Oh, it's going to take me forever to find this thing. Where's our start? The main problem I have with it is that its elevator is terrible, unfortunately. So if you're pulling back or you're going forward, it seems smooth, but if you put any pressure down as you're pulling back, it's very, very rough, unfortunately, which is terribly sad. All right, what is it to start this beast? I thought it was Control-Shift-E. Is it? Huh? Oh, Control-Alt? No. There we go. Yeah, I know. We're coming back. So, if you can get it for a steal over price, absolutely, it's way better than my Thrustmaster joystick. But it definitely has its flaws in other ways. All right, we got to get this bird back up. Just to pull forward 10 feet. Here we go. All right, in the money right here. No, I don't want to follow the marshal's orders. We're just doing this. Now, cut the engines. There we go. Thank you, Marshall. So, I know. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I apologize. It's not going to happen, sir. I know this is the one job you do that you love very much with all your life, and you love that you can order people around, and that I'm not doing that for you. I'm so sorry.
You handled that plane like you've been flying one daily.
Oh!
Congratulations on obtaining your turboprop certification.
We got it. Well, there you go. Even with my little faux pas, we did it. How good did we do, though? 90 radio communications. We passed with an A rating. Plane handling. So really, this was almost a perfect flight. Nice. We're now certified on a big airplane with turboprop engine. So good. A random Boy Scout. Hello, sir. Welcome to Legacy Gaming Studio. Well, today we're playing Flight Simulator. And we just got our turboprop rating. And now own the beautiful Dower TBM 930. Let's see if we can get our jet rating. Do we have the money for it? We do. Because I've always wanted I love the Cirrus, the Cirrus Vision Jet. Oh, we get to do the training in it too. Let's do this check ride. Yes. Beautiful. Let's see. I need to make these windows the same size. It's like this, and then make this a little bigger, and then move that over here. There we go. That way it's not so obnoxious. Hello, Golden Frederick. Welcome back. Oh, yeah. Look at this bird. We're going flying. Okay, because it's my first time using her, we're going to go ahead and do this right. So we'll pull our chucks. We're going to check everything here. That way I know when, because this is definitely a plane I will have in my fleet in the future. And no, oh, no. There we go. There we are. Okay. Let's see. You going to let me check struts here, or am I going to have to go around back? Probably around back. All right, let's grab that while we're at it. Thank you. Okay. Yep. And check our flaps. These are big flaps, man. Why isn't it? There we go. Okay. We got wheels. You want me to check the struts and the brakes and jazz like that? There we go. All right. Amazing that such a beautiful plane is a V-tail. I mean, V-tails are good, but you just don't realize it. All right, let's pull this bag. There we go. All right, go over here. Good. Let's squat down with C so I can get down here and check this out. Okay. Am I supposed to, like... the landing gear brakes. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, already got the flap checked out. Let's check out our aileron. Nice full extension. Stand back up. Where do we check our oil on this pig? Wouldn't be at the front. Do we check our oil on this pig? I mean, you always check the oil on an airplane, don't you? It's not here, is it? No, because that's just the baggage door. Keep static ports clear. No idea. Huh. All right, what's this? Okay, baggage. There's a baggage door on this side? No. All right, very odd that you don't have to check the oil on this bird. Okay, let's load up. I know, I missed a break. I should just not do it just to be annoying. There we go. Okay. Let's mount up in our beautiful Cirrus Vision Jet V2. Oh, that lovely new plane squeak. Oh, it's magic. Do you believe in magic? Why am I not getting in? Usually you click on it and it lets you in. Why are we not in? I want in. Shift C to enter aircraft. That's new. Shift C. Alrighty. Hello there, sir. Shall we begin takeoff procedures? So, how do we start this thing? I have done this in the past. First off, I like to choose what flight controls I'm going to be using. So, there's our throttle. Okay, so throttle there. There's no mixtures, and that one's a throttle too. I'll probably use this throttle. I don't know. I'm just so used to this one, but we'll see. Okay, our trim is good to go. It says our fuel control is on auto. Let's do push to discharge. We got the lovely remove before flight. There we go. Clipped off. All right. Let's hide that so I can see. Look at that engine start stop right there. So let's turn it to run. Where's our avionics master? Okay, safety button. That's our masks. Push to discharge engine fire, acknowledge. Dump. So that's not our Vonix Masters. Oh, isn't it here? Yeah. Let's see. Engine. Wing stabilizer. All right. Fuel quality miscompare. Stall speed high. All right. We're in run.
Welcome to Toronto Island Airport. I'll be making sure that you fly safe throughout your exam. You will be passing this certification in the Cirrus Vision Jet G2. We got some light crosswind blowing from the north. Pay special attention to its impact on aircraft handling for both takeoff and landing.
Bleed off. Bleed on. Oxygen off. Oxygen on. Stall speed high. Okay. GPS LOI. Parking brake, fuel quality miscompare. Interesting that there's a fuel quality miscompare. Okay. All right. Pre-flight inspection completed. How do we control this stuff? Instrument lighting. I figured it was a touchscreen, but I can't tell. All right, well, we are running. So let's go ahead and request taxi.
Ground, November 57837 with Echo. Request taxi for takeoff. Close traffic.
November 57837. Taxi to and hold short of runway 26 using taxiway Charlie Delta. Contact tower on 119.2 when ready.
All right. Looks like our camera's messing up again. I mean, I just introduced this camera last night, so that's messing with us. Okay, let's go ahead and get this pig in the air. Let me see where we're going. All righty. Let's acknowledge clearance.
Taxi 2 and
Take
hold
our
short
brakes
of
off.
26 via taxiway.
Minimal throttle.
Delta, 837.
A little bit of throttle. Let's see if she moves. She lives. She lives. All right. Alrighty. We got this pig started. Let's get it started. No, wait. What's that song? Eminem? No. No, it's Justin Timberlake. It's got to be. This is how we do it. Now I got it. There we go. This is how we do it. Thank you for the subscription. Much obliged. Climb that hill. Come on, baby. Climb it. There we go. This is how we do it. Bum, 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 bum. How we doing with the beat? Got the beat? Boy, that world over there is supposed to look so pretty, but it looks more like something out of Independence Day movie. All right, brakes. Brakes. Let's go up here a little higher and push the brakes again. Just a wee bit higher. Here we go. That'll work. Okay. Permission for takeoff, if you please.
November 57837. Ready for closed traffic at runway 26.
Okie dokie.
7837. Altimeter 290-902 right closed traffic approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 26.
26.
837. Thank you for flying Legacy Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, put your head between your legs and kiss your bum goodbye. Let's do flaps 10 degrees. Alrighty. Let's launch this pig full speed ahead. Oh, feel the power. Let's get our trimmed up here so we can easily... Oh, got a little left rudder going on here to get in the air today. All right. Pulling back. Oh, dear. All right, we're at 100. We gotta pull up. There we go. We are airborne. So we balance out with our trim wheel. There we go. All right. Oh, song is by Montel Jordan from the late 1990s. Well, thank you so much. Justin Timberlake can take a hike. This is how we do it. All right, let's go ahead and get our flaps up. Let's get our landing gear up. Retract those gears. Doing 150 nautical miles, 160. I'm going to slow down because I'm not going to be able to land this thing at this speed. Good heavens. Since this is going to be such a quick turn. Insanely fast landing here. All right, let me get my trim down here a little bit. Yeah, I know, I'm swinging us around a little bit. I think that this is doing auto rudder, even though I would prefer it not to. I would prefer to do it myself. But at the same time, I really can't complain. So, all right. We need to really start getting back here. So, throttle back. I know I didn't go through my whole checklist. I know you see that there. Don't judge me. Okay. 167. I wish that there were some plates on this to tell me like what our speed would need to be with flaps. Okay. There we go. We're coming back. Coming back beautifully. 161. Throttle back a bit more. This quadrant is cool. It's just not very... there's no weight to it. It just moves too easy. Clear to land runway 26. Extending the gears back down. Gears are coming down, which is going to help us get our speed down just a tiny bit. Let's pull that back a tiny bit more. I'm going to be dangerous. I'm going to drop 10 degrees of flaps. All right. Turn to final, throttle back even more. Because of this flight yoke, I do most of my elevator changes with my trim. And that's where I find this the most annoying, because that's not how it should be. Okay, we're in final. And they say we're coming in too fast. Dropping another 10 degree of flaps. It doesn't like it. It does not like it at all.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right, we're within speed. Look at how...
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right, that's not annoying at all.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Landing at 93 knots.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right, a little bit more throttle because I have used up all of my trim.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right, about to dump our throttle.
Don't sink.
Dumping the throttle.
Don't sink.
Pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Too much. Pulling back. We have touchdown. Let's go to detint. Detint for reverse. I don't know if it has that. Let's get on the brakes. Get on the brakes. Get on the brakes. Get on the brakes. Get on them brakes.
837, turn next taxiway.
10-4, turning next taxiway. Oh, I don't have to announce it. Okay. Okay. Let's get those flaps up. We don't need them anymore. Oh, man, I love the Vision Jet. Vision. Yeah, the Vision Jet. Not the Vision Jet, the Vision. The Vita Vita Vegemin. Vita Vita Vegemin.
837,
Contact ground 121.7, 837.
837.
Vision Jet 837 to go back to parking.
Ground, November 57837. Taxi to parking.
November 57837. Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Alpha Bravo.
Taxiway Echo Alpha Bravo 837.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Echo Alpha Bravo 837.
I hate how they say 3. They say tree. Tree. 837. All right, we've arrived. I don't know how to sing, which is why I fly. Alrighty. All right, I do think I nailed this check clearance. Yes, there were a few little things that the plane didn't like. All in all, though, I think we kind of aced this one. We'll see how true that is. Toronto Island, nice, 2 hours away. Toronto Island, is that where this is? That's cool. I have no idea where we're flying. This is just the check ride that they got me on, so wherever they put me, that's where they put me. Cool little airport, though. I like it. Coming in right over the water like that, pretty neat. Tiny, mini little runway. But I guess that does speak pretty well towards the Vision Jet. If it can land on such a small space. All right. Did he pass his check ride in the Vision Jet? The truth will come out. Alrighty. Past the detent. I don't know if they consider that past the detent in a reverse or if that's just the bottom for them. That might be just the bottom. So I moved it into detent when we landed just in case if it had a reverse, kind of like the turboprops, but alrighty. Lady, call it. Alright, you're not doing your job. Alright, cool. Yes! Shut that pig down. Shutting the pig down. There we go. Off. And what else do I do to turn this thing off? Interesting, because it's not turning off. Oh, start and stop. Boop. Yay! I think we aced that one. I think we're going to see an A rating on that one. I know we came in a little too fast, but we saved it. Let's see what the trainer says.
I would have done
Huh?
That was some really good flying.
Okay. Oh, it sounds like we got it. Plane handling, 55% on plane handling. Out of all the things you'd call me on, that's the one. So we got a B rating. Okay, I know you guys can't see past my cameras, but a B rating. I'm slightly offended. Not literally, just figuratively. But now we got jets. Booyah! And CJ4 is nothing to laugh at either. I'm okay with that. Cool! Okay. Wonderful. All right, let me see what time it is. The day goes by fast when I do Flight Simulator, and I owe my wife some time today. It's 11, so we're doing okay. Let's see. Multi-engine rating allows you to transport passengers or cargo for remuneration or hire as an airline pilot or charter captain. All right, well, we're out of money anyway, so we need to get some more money in. We need to get some more jobs. Let me check on specializations here real quick and see what we got. We don't have aerial advertising under our belt. We got a bunch here, though. All right, so let's see about a small mission here. Oh, medevac. Thank you. All right, a medevac job. I want to do freelance, though, because then that means I get to use my stuff. So let's go back to freelance. Let me see. I would prefer whatever jobs I take to actually be off of real runways. Is that a runway? That doesn't look like a runway. That is definitely not a runway. And that's what they want me to take off from? Yeah, no. Not interested. All right, so what's down here? Is that a runway? Yes, that one is a runway. She's tiny, but she's a runway. Okay, we'll take this job. How much? 16.7. Okay. It's only going to cost $220 to get there, so that's fine. I would love for them to add on that you don't have to transport, you can fly your plane there instead. You can pay the money to transfer the airplane, or you can fly the plane there yourself for a lesser fee. I think that would be cool. I think it's more realistic. I think it's more entertaining. I would prefer that. All right. Is my camera fixed? Wow, it fixed itself. That's weird. Okay, I'm not going to worry about doing any kind of check engine right on this one or preset going through the checklist. We're just going to hop right in, do this hop. Because this plane's in pretty good condition right now. I just replaced a whole bunch of stuff on it, so she's pretty healthy. Yes, I know you should do it for every flight, but do you really want me to do it for every flight here on YouTube? Yes, of course.
You'll see, he's a cool guy. He's treating himself to a flight today, and he's absolutely right to do so. Has your passenger fastened his seatbelt?
That looks like me.
Then you're good to go.
Can
Captain, to fly.
I trade characters with you? They didn't give me a character where I could have a beard. I got a guy that doesn't have a beard. I miss my beard. All right, let's go ahead and get these screens set. And let's go ahead and get our clearance going.
Papa 1 Niner traffic. November 57837 is taxiing to runway 17. Papa 1 Niner.
There we go.
So happy to be flying with you today, Captain. I'm Michael.
Hello, Michael. Welcome. Today will be a lovely flight. You will have a wonderful time. Welcome on board Legacy Airlines, where there is no room for luggage. My gosh, this thing's fast. All right. I mean, I'm okay with getting out to the runway fast, but good heavens, we're racing. Wonder if it's a prop situation again, or mixture. Let's try. I don't think this thing has a mixture. No, it doesn't. It's got prop, though. Dadgum, we are going so fast. Okay. Alrighty. I would have sworn... I think we have prop control. We don't have a mixture on this plane. Do we have prop control? I think we do. So I'm just going to do full prop mix right now. I just don't want to get docked for going 30 knots on this runway. But literally, once again, throttle's all the way back. Nothing. Okay. She's a fast little bird, what can I say? Alrighty. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the clouds. Super long to get to the runway. It's all part of the price you paid. Okay. Smacking the brakes here pretty solidly. And here we come to a stop as we get ready for takeoff. Let's rotate in here, just like that. Just enough, yes.
Papa 19er traffic, November 5, 7837. Taking off runway 17. North departure, Papa 19er.
Okay, doubt we need clearance here.
When do we start?
Right now, my friend. The race begins immediately. Hang on, Ted, as we do flaps 10 degrees down. And ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your butts. So fast. I mean, instant takeoff. Instant. All right, there we go. Oh, I mean, look at the climb rate of this thing. Such a good little plane. All right. Retracting the landing gears. Landing gears retracted. Now we climb to 1,700 feet. Level out at 1,700. And max speed with flaps down, drat. Hate when I forget to pull up my flaps. Okay. Heading towards Tempe Junction.
It's already magical flying here right now, but seeing it at sunrise must be something else.
Well, yes. Yes, it is. I hear it every time I fly. Because none of you have original jokes. You want to hear an original joke? I know where the ejection button for your seat is. So don't be an idiot. Isn't that funny? I know. All right.
I hope I'll see places I love.
Depends. Have you been divorced in this town? Dude, he looks like me. Seriously, I want to switch characters. He's even got the hat on backwards. I mean, come on. I have a backwards hat, not with me, but I do the backwards backs. The backwards
I don't feel afraid or dizzy.
Oh, yeah? You want me to do a barrel roll? Do a barrel roll. Name that video game. It's a mere piece of history, but oh so good. We be flying, we be driving, we be singing, we be dying. 'Cause Tim forgot to do something that was important for the plane. We be screaming, we be crying.
Wait, look at this spectacular view. You should charge admission.
You should charge admission. I did. You didn't see the price tag of $16,000 to fly with me for 20 minutes? It's very reasonable. Very reasonable. There's no excuse. No reason not to afford 16,000 credits. It's a steal, really.
It looks like in a dream up here. I feel like a kid again.
All right. Coming up here. I think this will be my last flight for the afternoon. Go and hang out with the wife, watch some TV shows, and then I gotta take her out to lunch. It's gonna be a nice, lovely day with my wife.
Our plane moving over the ground? Feels like we're leaving a signature wherever we go.
That's a new one. Got a lot of work coming up here at Legacy Studio in the month of April, so I'm enjoying flying as much as I can right now, because once things get busy, I'm not sure the next time I'm going to be able to stream. I'm hoping that it doesn't overwhelm to an extreme, but at the same time, there's a lot of work coming down the pipeline that I honestly am not prepared for. So it's going to be quite a journey that I have coming up here in the next few weeks. For the next few weeks. Lots of filming, lots of editing, a whole bunch of work. So if you don't see me, that might be because things just got real busy.
Wow.
But having this here and getting to play with it's really a really beautiful thing for me. I enjoy doing it. So, all right, we got to get our speed down to 82. So we're going to go ahead and slow down and get our nose up as we fall. That way we can just get our speed down real fast. There we go. Now it's going to start fighting with me, and I'll just speed up a little bit as we come back. There we are. Just like that. Pop my trim up to compensate. And we take the circle.
Look at that. The folks on the ground have no idea what they're missing.
Huh, look at that airport. That's cool.
I think I just saw the roof of my workplace. Yeah, that's it.
This plane is so smooth. I really was questioning how well I was flying in my other plane. Because, I mean, I crashed every time I landed. And I'm going, why on earth am I crashing so much? I haven't had any issues like this.
Over here, check this out.
But this
See every detail.
this plane was just absolutely abysmal. And I like the Piper Cubs. I love the Cub Crafter planes. But I just kept crashing it. It kept tail spinning and leaning randomly to the side when I had not given any kind of protocol for it to do that. And just, it was really bugging me. So this plane was a very, very nice surprise
Look at that.
to be able to get it at this price that I got it for. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and connect to the arrival airport. Announce position via radio. All right.
Papa 19er traffic. November 5, 7837. 7 miles.
Excuse me.
2500 inbound to land. Runway 17. Papa 19er.
All right, long final entry.
So the sky over our region is like your office captain. Best job on Earth.
Well, once again, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out. As we land here, this will be my last flight for this afternoon. I don't know about later on tonight. There's a possibility I might do some more. We'll see how the evening plays out. My wife and I are planning on watching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them Part 2. Watched the first one last night and got inspired to want to watch the second one, so we'll be doing that. Fantastical Beasts, I think that's what it's called. And we're going to have a lovely evening, and I'm looking forward to it. So, but yes, if the opportunity arises where things settle down, then I might come back and play more tonight. We'll see.
Hey, did you enjoy it, Michael? Ready for your next flight?
What a thrill. I absolutely loved the view flying over Tempe. Ready to head out again whenever you are.
Extending gears. Announce final. Announce final. Okay, well, I told it to announce final. There we go. Nope. Announce final.
Papa 19er traffic. November 5, 7837 is on final.
Flaps
Runway
down.
17 to land. Papa 19er.
Flaps are in the green. We are 10 degrees down on flaps. We're going to go 20. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit more because we need to be under 60, I think, for this plane. Coming in nice and smooth. I like it. All right, about ready to go all flaps in because I just wanna. I haven't tried that yet. That will mean we really start sliding out of the sky here in a second. All right. Full flaps. Look at that, sitting at 53 nautical miles right now. Okay, both hands on the yoke. Pull back on our throttle a bit more. Lifting the yoke in my hand so it's a bit smoother on that shaft, unfortunately. That's one thing I don't like about this flight yoke. But look at that nice, smooth, buttery landing that we're about to have. All right, we're committing. Here we go. Nice. Waiting for the touchdown. Brakes on. Brakes on. Oh my gosh.
Smooth as butter.
Oh, butter, 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 baby, butter. All right, full throttle back. There we are. Oh my word. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flight. Super happy about that. Oh man, nice landing. Oh, that felt good. That's how it should be. That's why I love this plane over my other one. I'm so glad I sold that thing. This one actually gives me very reasonable flights that I can count on. Doesn't make me second guess myself. Oh, beautiful landing. Dead stick it, baby! All right, let's hold short and go ahead and call in for parking. Looks like we're going this way. Stop at parking stand. Let's get a little bit of throttle in here. There we are. And over we go to parking. Boy, I hope we don't have to go too far. Okay, let's get a little brakes on here because it's flying pretty fast here. I don't want to get docked for going over 30. All right, I see our parking spot. Let's get over there, shall we? All right. Lovely. Get my hands on my brakes and come to a stop.
To see your own region from a new perspective.
Parking brakes are on.
Like he enjoyed it.
Pull all the levers back, but it doesn't shut down, so we are going to shut her down the old-fashioned way. There we are. We done. We done did it good. Yeah. Boom. That's going to be a perfect flight. Come on. Perfect flight. Sightseeing quality 88%? No. We did amazing. Flaps extended max speed 85. We didn't see that. But look at this. S rank. All right. I know you guys can't see that. We did get an S ranking, though, I promise. Nice. Sightseeing quality was not 100%. I'm stunned. We came down to speed. It was really smooth. I don't see any reason why. Alrighty. Sitting on a smooth $25,000 in cash. Now let's go take a look at the plane really quick. All companies, manage company. And let's look at our JMB. We're going to manage the aircraft. And let's go ahead and do a full inspection on it really quick. Whoa, landing gear needs some attention. What do we need? All right, landing gear and tire 3. Well, I did replace tire 1 and 2, so that does make sense. Let's go ahead and do maintenance on that, and let's also do maintenance on this. Now, I'm not sure what the red means, but they are in good condition. I do expect them to go downhill pretty quick, but all in all, she flew great, and she's doing good. Is there anything else? Everything else seems to be in good condition. Ooh, our oil tank's looking a little low. How much is that going to cost us? Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Ground contact. Our audio's looking a little old. Okay. Our navigation radio 2 is a bit more expensive. All right, we'll do it anyway. Comms radio is not a vital piece, and it's a bit more expensive. Let's go to lighting system. Across the board, everything looks good there. General. General. Maintain. No. Electrical system. Oh my. Alternator. Let's get that done right now. Everything else looks fairly good. Motor flap supply. That's looking a little low. It's a bit more expensive, though. We'll wait on that. Electrical system. Did I already check this one? That's where we just were. Fuel system. Tank 1 and 2. They're not expensive to fix. How much to do them both? Okay, we'll just do them both. And our flight controls. Everything seems fairly reasonable to expensive. I don't want to spend that much. Let's give it a wash. And we're not going to repaint right now. She's in pretty good condition at this moment. So she is looking good. Now let's go look at other aircraft that we can buy right now if we go into the used market. I am very curious to see if we can get any of the nicer... We can't afford anything right now because you need a minimum of $200,000 to buy a new plane. But let's just see what's on the market right now. Get some G36s. And de Havillands. A lot of de Havillands, goodness. Got some Paities. I love these, the Dracos. Nothing big though. These Cap 10s are reasonable, and their price is good too. I almost bought one of those. But all in all, no turbos. Maybe that's just because I don't have anything fancy yet. Let's see what new can get us. Which I don't know if we can buy new yet, for the record, but I'm just curious to see if there's anything in here. Not really. And I'm not interested in helicopters. And then I'm not going to do Marketplace. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this one, guys. God bless you. Keep it crispy. First in 412. We'll see you next time right here on Legacy Gaming Studio. Thanks so much for hanging out, and you all have a blessed day. Bye.